much for being with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited about having the first program with Ibrahim Dar. Ibrahim, first of all, I want to greet you, man. How are you? All the way from Islamabad, Pakistan. How are you, sir?
Thank you. I'm great. How's it going in Atlanta?
Oh, it is going great, man. It's a great day because we got you on Power Connections, Ibrahim. So thank you so much. You know, we put this together pretty quick. So thank you so much for making the time for us here on Power Connections, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Vaughan and my wonderful guest. Now, guys, matter of fact, I got to show him this real quick. Let me just jump out here real quick because I want to let you know I am not recording from Islamabad, Pakistan. He's there. So I wanted to show him that information there as well because we are excited about that. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Look at that beautiful, beautiful location there. I don't know where that's at right there. That picture is that picture near you or not too far from you, sir?
It's right in the middle of Islamabad. It's the Pakistan Monument.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. So thank you so much. Also, too, guys, you see his book there, ladies and gentlemen, Charm Like a Narcissist. I love it. That's what we're here for today. I'm going to pop back in here, but I did want them to see that beautiful Islamabad in Pakistan, the capital of Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen. That is so powerful. First for us on Power Connections. So we're back with you today. All right. Hey, Kevin Vaughan with you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to jump right into it because Mr. Dart is very busy today. He is very, very busy. But we are so excited about his new book coming out. So we're going to ask him a few questions without giving away the whole book, of course, today. We don't want you to do that. Matter of fact, we want you to go to his website right there, guys. You see his website right there? There it is, right there. Bam. There you go. I want you guys to go to the website right now first. There it is on both sides of me, right? You can see it there. Oh, that's pretty good. I got it right. You guys go to the website right now for the book. Get more information. I want you to order the book, and it's also on Amazon as well. We'll be talking more about that. So, Ibrahim, thank you so much for being with us today, my friend. Any opening comments? Anything you'd like to say to the network? Thank you.
My opening comment would just be that it's actually nice to talk about charming and charisma with a host as charming as yourself.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. You know, I was emailing you back and forth when I started reading the book. I said, wait a minute, I'm one of those people, probably. I thought I wasn't, you know, but I think I'm going to be one of those people. So thank you so much.
Yeah, so that's the thing. There are two types of people for whom this social skills and connection comes naturally. And pretty much anyone who has a podcast, who starts his own talk, starts his own Zoom meeting, is probably one of those people for whom it comes naturally. Yeah. Still, it's good to know what specifically works. It's like you're unconsciously competent. Right? You don't know what things you're doing. So once you realize that, oh, these are the things I'm doing that are really like making me this warm, magnetic personality, you can actually like take them up to 100. So this is really going to help you. And for people who for whom this isn't natural, it's like they can study this. And there's like a whole workbook at the end of the book that will help them like use the power of repetition and habit to make them charismatic as well. So it's all about being natural and we leverage habits to do that.
Yeah, powerful, Ibrahim. Yeah, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest today, all the way from Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim Dar. He's the author. Matter of fact, I wanted to give him proper information there. He's not only an author, ladies and gentlemen, he's an awesome writer. Matter of fact, Brother Abraham, when I was reading it, I could hear your voice, man. I could really hear your voice in the book, you know, the way you talk. I said, okay, that's really him writing it. I said, that's pretty cool, man. I thought that was really good. But what Abraham was saying, guys, that's what Power Connections is all about. It's all about empowering you, and that's what we do. And I'm so excited about learning more from Abraham today as we're recording from Pakistan on Power Connections. Well, Abraham, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about Mr. Ibrahim Dar. Tell us about you a little bit, my friend, for those who don't know of you yet.
Okay, so here's the thing. I could tell you about the businesses I own. I could tell you about what I do for the ATS network. I could tell you a bunch of things because everyone is a million things, right? But I think the most social thing to do, like when you are at a party, instead of asking someone, hey, what do you do? Which is like a boring frame because they're like restricted to telling you their job title.
Or
like well, their daily routine, which routines are boring. So
Yeah.
you're trapping them in this thing where they have to be boring just to respond to you. You can ask them about what they like to do, what they enjoy doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the most accurate definition of a person. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about what I like to do.
Yeah.
I like to watch movies. I like to go out with friends.
Yes.
I like to talk, and I like to hear myself.
Yeah.
So, so, so those two things, right? And all I have to do is put that, like my ears and my mouth,
Right.
into these,
Right.
and I'm a writer. So it's really like a natural transition
Yeah.
of what I like to do.
Yeah.
Has just taken that and making that my work is what has brought me this far.
That's right.
And while I started ghost writing for professional speakers, I started taking their content and putting it into book format, into blog articles. I started doing this,
Yeah.
and I for me it was fulfilling because I actually love consuming self-help content.
That's
So I
right.
was literally like the research phase of this was pure pleasure. Like I'd be doing it
Mhm.
without. So I'm only like I was only charging for the fact that I like we all need money on this planet.
Yeah.
So like, if there was no concept of money, right? I
Mhm.
would this is what I would choose to do with my time. So I truly feel like I'm blessed
Yeah.
because I actually get to do what I enjoy.
Yes, sir.
And now I want to ask you, what are the things that you enjoy doing, Kevin?
Oh, thank you so much, Abraham. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is Power Connections with my wonderful guest, Abraham Darley, author, businessman, writer, and so much more as well. One thing for sure, I love helping people succeed, I guess is what I want to say, Abraham, just for a short version of what I like to do. I like to do a lot of things, but it's such
Okay.
a
So
joy to
so
get
so
growth.
so so here's the thing, Kevin. Let's set a criteria.
Mhm.
Let's pick three things you like doing, three things you enjoy
Okay.
that do not correspond with your work at all, like your work or business set aside. What are three other completely irrelevant things you enjoy? Three.
Oh, thank you so much. First one, hanging out with my beautiful wife. I got the most beautiful wife on the planet,
Mhm.
Abraham. So hanging out with her, doing things. We ride bikes together. We go walking. We even play basketball. She likes to play a little
Oh,
basketball
that's cool.
now and then. So that's definitely without a doubt. And of course, the second thing would be hearing my wonderful son's voice. He's down in Florida. Abraham, I love hearing his voice, see how he's doing. He's in real estate. I always like to encourage him and make sure he's doing the best he can and see if he has any questions for his old dad. And then and on top of and along with that, my daughter and my three granddaughters. So love that. Those are the first three things, is family, if you will. Breaking them down a little quick. Yeah.
So here's the thing I want you to notice. See, we didn't plan this, and I asked this
That's right.
openly.
That's right.
Out of these three things,
Right.
not even a single one, not even a single one
Mhm.
is without socialization.
Right.
Humans are social creatures. So much of our happiness
Yes.
has to do
Yeah.
with
Right.
socializing,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, see,
Yeah.
like you have to understand that yes, you love your daughter, your grandkids, your son, your wife, you love them, right? But you are blessed that they treat you right as well.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
Because if they couldn't see this and
Mhm.
they were like ungrateful or rude, it would hurt you even more because you love them so much.
That's correct.
So how we treat others, how others treat us, both matter. And this book actually, for the most part, comes from the pain of
Yeah.
me not being treated right until I cultivated this whole charming personality, which was a necessity. It was painful to exist in an atmosphere where I was constantly bullied, right?
Yeah.
I had to cultivate this personality to be able to survive
Mm.
because so much of life's experience is social.
Right.
Just imagine how much pain you'd be in if
Right.
all these people you said you love
Right.
didn't show you the same amount of love, compassion, or gratitude, right?
That's right, Abraham.
But you're fortunate that they love you just as much, if not more, than you love them. And that is what makes everything about your life more meaningful. So socializing is really powerful. You know, there was this time when this whole thing about not caring what people think became really popular. And I was like, everyone who says that is either fooling themselves or just trying to fool other people. We are born to care about what others think. That's why when you're a baby, right?
Yes.
And suddenly adults start talking among themselves. You start crying, or you hit your head somewhere, or whatever. You try to bring attention towards yourself.
Yeah.
Because even at that age, you care what others think.
Absolutely. Help me. I need help over here. Somebody see me.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, man.
I have a nephew, right? I have a nephew. He'd literally go and hit his head with a pillow, right? He'd literally go like this on a pillow,
right?
And then he'd be like, and then he'd point at the pillow and be like, "Oh, I hit my head. You have to, fix this." So humans are attention seekers. We love attention, and for the most part, like people will go into debt. People will buy Ferraris, expensive cars. For what? Not for the car itself, but the prestige, which is a social concept. So fixing your social life can fix so much of your mental health. It can fix how you feel about life, how much you want to live. All of this gets fixed if you get a little more intentional about your social life.
Oh, I love it, man. This is beautiful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great time with Ibrahim Dar, ladies and gentlemen, writer, author, ladies and gentlemen, businessman on Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. Thank you so much for joining us. I want you guys on the planet to share this out as we move forward. But he is the author of this wonderful book, Charm Like a Narcissist, ladies and gentlemen. Powerful, powerful air, advanced strategies to cultivate charisma. I love it. And ladies and gentlemen, one thing I love about starting this book here is that I thought narcissist was being negative, right? Abraham, you hear it so on the negative.
Yeah.
And your book talks about that a little bit as well. You hear it from the movies and also about the negative side of it. But in reality, it's not when you understand the dynamics of your book. So we want to encourage everybody to get that book. We want you to go to Amazon. You can go to the website there, start that process, but you can also go to Amazon, guys, and you can just type in Ibrahim Dar. That's how I got to it quicker as well. You just type that in, it goes right to it. It's amazing.
Evan, I'll tell you something.
Yes, sir.
There is it's so hard. It's so hard to be credited with your work in this world that anyone who has ever done anything remarkable is a narcissist. Let me unpack that.
Yeah, please.
Because to do something significant, you not only have to go out against all rationality and do something crazy, something remarkable, but you have to also fight for the credit to it.
Right.
And this goes all the way back to 70s and 80s, where patents and inventions, the credit was being stolen. The world has always wrongly credited the person who really wanted to take the credit. So if someone has done something great and has actually gotten the credit for it, that person has fought to be credited. That person has fought to actually be acknowledged for the work that person has done. So whether it's the people who have made it to the moon, to the people who have built rockets, to the people who invented airplanes, anyone successful is to some degree narcissistic, because you need to have that little bit of a I am something that is unlike everyone else to actually pursue these greater goals and not set for life as it is. So instead of seeing narcissists as these cartoons of self-obsessed people just keep looking in the mirror, you get to see the narcissist in the remarkable people around you. If someone is a leader, probably a little narcissistic. If somebody's an inventor who actually gets credit for their work, probably quite narcissistic, because most inventors actually go obscure. You need to actually fight to be acknowledged, to have your ego and your name attached to what you're doing. You have to do that in order, you have to be a narcissist to do that. Otherwise, you just create something and be like, okay, that's for the world. Nobody take my.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Power Connections with the author today, ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim Dar. He's got Charm Like a Narcissist. I want to encourage you guys to go to his website right there, bam, right there, and also Amazon to order the book. I want to encourage organizations, associations, schools in some areas, maybe your faculty, maybe your employees, right? You need to get this book and learn from the book as well. You know, one thing, Abraham, you know, we're talking to now is a lot of business people. So I know you are, I'm gonna let you just do whatever you want with this, but ladies and gentlemen, I want Abraham to talk about writing, branding, and marketing today in today's marketplace. Can you talk a little bit about that, Abraham, what we should be doing as business owners?
As business owners, the first thing you got to do is, you know, there was this book called Never Eat Alone. It was a book about networking. It was about having more people in your network. And then there's the dinner mastermind, so many concepts surrounding networking. The thing is, if business people start networking more, right, they will open up so many doors. The thing is, the problem is, business people think, hey, first I want to know how somebody can serve me, and then I'll go reach out to them and network with them. And that's the wrong mentality. I want every business person who's listening to this to think for a second. If their employees just went like, hey, first give me a performance bonus, then I'll start performing more. Would they ever take that deal? No, because they literally go like, no. First you prove that you can do more, and then you get rewarded. Well, you got to do the same thing in networking. You cannot say that, hey, first I'll figure out the fact that Kevin Vaughan has a show. He has the appetite for my book. He's going to buy my book. He's going to promote my book. And then I will bless Kevin with my mere greeting and existence. You cannot be like that. You have to connect with people. Kevin, because he's a cool guy, and like he has this whole thing with his backgrounds on ATS calls, and he stands out, right? So I'm going to connect with Kevin because I'm genuinely interested in what's up with this guy. And then a door opens that I didn't even intend to. So business people have to genuinely pursue people they're interested in and start connecting with them instead of chasing people from whom they want to extract something. See, the thing is, it's much easier. Like, hey, Kevin, I'll give you two examples. I'll give you an example. Okay, there's a bar of gold locked up in a vault in like Fort Knox. Okay, and you gotta get that, or there's a guy who's like, hey, I've got an extra bar of gold. Can you have this? Which one is easier?
Exactly. Guy with the gold bar ready to go.
Yeah. So that's how organic opportunities arise. When you connect with people and when you're public about what you do, that's when these opportunities arise organically, and it's as easy as taking something that somebody's already given you. On the other hand, if you sit and first you calculate, hey, who's this guy? What's this guy? And then you chase it, it's like going to Fort Knox, because people actually build up forts. People build up walls to keep out people who are users. So the best thing business people can do, okay, social media, everyone's going to tell you do social media, make a website, all of those things. But at the end of the day, all business is human. So businessmen need to start networking more. If you have a great personality, go for it. Like, just use that. But if you really want to like have that, walk into a room, everyone turns around, people start introducing other people to you, and they consider it a privilege. Like if Kevin reaches a status where I feel proud that I'm connected to him, and I'm like doing others a favor by connecting them to Kevin, right? If you reach that status, you don't even have to go out to network. People bring their networks to you because they give you that status and that prestige. And that's something I cover in the book towards the third section. You'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because Kevin, the first part is about how you can create your own story that allows you to carry yourself with such magnetism that people just gravitate towards you. That's the first thing, okay? And that, to some degree, you already have it down. I can see, like, the way you interact with people, there's just this level of charisma. The second level is to start turning that into celebrity status, okay? That's where, like, people are like, hey, not only do I enjoy talking to Kevin, right? It's like, I want to be this guy who's in Kevin's entourage, okay? And I want to bring my friends and be like, hey, do you know I actually know Kevin? I can introduce you to Kevin. That's the second stage, right? That's the attention seeking 101, how to turn attention into power, all of those things in the middle of the book. And the third section of the book is about how to turn that into actual power. How to turn those connections, like lobbying style, turn your connections into your power. And I think the second and third part of the book, you'll really enjoy it, because the first part is pretty much things you already do to be as charming and charismatic as you already are.
Wow, powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with my wonderful guest, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Islamabad, Pakistan. He's over there. I'm in the United States. That's pretty cool when I think about Ibrahim. This is actually the first from Pakistan for the network. So thank you so much again, Ibrahim.
It's completely strange. So we wrote the book in Dubai.
Yeah.
We shot the cover in Abu Dhabi, right? We had all the materials with me, landed in Pakistan. Wow. In the airport lounge. I'm literally doing the final edits, published the book, launched the book on an ATS call in Islamabad, and now we're talking in Islamabad already. So it's like it's been multiple countries, and of course ATS call headquartered in Galveston, right? Yes. And then we're here in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's like it's just too like geographically.
I love it. Exactly, Abraham. That's powerful. Hey, I got to do, Abraham, you reminded me, we got to give some quick shout outs to Antonio T. Smith Jr. On the network. Look him up. And also, too, I got to give a good shout out to Mr. Stephen Walker, who invited me to the ATS family as well. So I had the pleasure of meeting Ibrahim Dar, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best writers on the planet, one of the best authors on the planet, and without a doubt, one of the best business-minded people as well. He's also a teacher. I'm seeing he's a great teacher as well, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk about his book today, Charm Like a Narcissist. You guys can go to his website. I want to encourage you guys to do that while we're talking, but also too, you can just type in his name, Ibrahim Dar, on Amazon. And you could go right to it, and you can order right there real quick. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
And also the thing is, it's like with Kindle Unlimited, I think it's like there's a free trial or like $1 or something. Yeah. If you're enrolled in Kindle Unlimited, you can just actually read the book for free. I prefer that you get a paperback because it has a workbook towards the end, so you can actually fill it. Now, with that said, I think we should actually, if you could just thumb through and pick any chapter, I could just convey some of the value of that chapter to your audience, so they can go home, even if they're not, even if they don't buy the book, they actually have something to do this, learn something, so we can go. So you can pick any chapter in the book, and then based on it, I'm going to riff on it.
Yeah, Abraham, that's great. So the one I'm in, ladies and gentlemen, right now is The Secret to Creating Happiness, Abraham. That's where I'm at now, and I've highlighted some things, but that's the one, The Secret to Creating Happiness.
Okay, so
powerful.
If Kevin, if everyone just sits for 5 minutes in silence and thinks really about what he or she wants to do, right? No matter what it is, I'll tell you what, it all goes down to one thing. Every human is trying to do one thing at the end of it all.
Yes.
Whatever they're trying to do, whatever they think their goal is just a means to the actual singular thing that humans have always chased. What I want to do is do something, anything that makes me respect myself.
There you go. Yeah.
You want this power connections, you want to help 1 million people, whatever you choose as your goal is a condition you're setting that, hey, once I do this, I will really admire myself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Someone wants to be in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
They think I'll get to the NBA and then I'll admire my actually admiring yourself, respecting yourself,
Mm-hmm.
liking yourself
Mm-hmm.
is the secret to happiness.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
But if we collectively decided that all of us are just going to be happy with who we are, where we are, what we do,
Yes.
the world would stop because everyone would stop doing everything. So
Right.
that's why we create this social pressure and social stigma against liking yourself. So
Right.
if your phone's cover lock screen is a picture of you, I bet you're going to get roasted by your friends.
Exactly.
Socially, we make it unacceptable to like ourselves for just who we are
Yeah.
because we want us humans in general to
Yeah.
strive to do things, to take our species forward, right?
Right. Right. Powerful.
Yeah, but individual, it's best for each one of us to just be happy who we are,
Yeah.
or actually instead of just being happy, just admire ourselves. So
Yeah.
don't make your respect for yourself
Mhm.
conditional to any goal.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I might decide that I'll respect you once you have 10,000 followers. Okay? But that speaks about me.
Right.
You don't have to internalize that standard.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. That's right. That's exactly right.
Because you cannot rely on people, because there are so many places where
Mhm.
people would be like, oh, you will have to be white or you'll have to be light skinned for me to respect you.
Right.
And if you just internalize other standards, there's literally no way for you then to
Right.
admire yourself,
Yeah.
because the standard that's set is something you physically cannot overcome.
Right. Exactly.
So never, whether it's a standard you can overcome, like getting a certain job or a car, or a standard you cannot overcome, to overcome your genes,
Mm-hmm.
whatever standard it is for you to be allowed to admire yourself,
Yeah.
reject it and admire yourself as you are.
Wow. Powerful. Powerful, Ibrahim.
Look, all you have to do is
Yeah.
sit and ask yourself this question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are the 5 reasons I should admire myself? Okay. See, the thing is, in the book we talk about 7 sins of memory, where
Mm-hmm.
like police guys will often take people who they suspect and will just ask them leading questions
Yeah.
so they entrap themselves, right?
Yeah.
They
Exactly.
incriminate themselves.
Yeah.
Just because our brain is a problem solving machine, the question you ask will
Mhm.
always get an answer.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Whatever question you ask yourself, you'll get an answer.
Right. That's right.
So the thing is, we often ask ourselves by default the question, what should I be doing? What should I have? What more do I need? All of those questions, which make us feel unworthy. If we literally sit down after this call or right now,
Yeah.
your audience, they just sit down and go like, hey, what are 5 reasons I should respect myself? Perhaps somebody got laid off in 2020 and they survived this far. That is a reason to respect yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
should see yourself as a fighter every time you look at yourself in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
That is a reason to really respect yourself. But no, somebody has you believing that you can only respect yourself once you get a specific sneaker or once you get a certain iPhone.
Yeah. Exactly.
When there are real reasons you should be admiring yourself.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it. That is
All
so.
you're going to do is ask yourself,
Yeah.
why should I admire myself?
Mm-hmm.
And instead be more specific. 5 reasons why I should admire myself. And
Mm-hmm.
count your victories. Shouldn't even be like the greatest speech you've given or
Yeah.
the exams or your GED.
Right.
Anything counts as a victory
Right.
as long as you see it as a victory,
Right.
no matter how small it is.
Mm-hmm.
Encouraging someone in need can be a victory,
Yeah.
because billions of people every single day choose to spend their whole day without doing that.
Right, exactly, Abraham. That's powerful. This is why Abraham's a power connector, ladies and gentlemen. Abraham Dar, he is the author, ladies and gentlemen, writer of Charm Like a Narcissist. It is a powerful book, guys. I just started it, and I highly recommend you guys go to his website. For one, y'all push that out on your network as well. His website's there. And of course, you guys can go to Amazon for his book. Just type in his name, guys. Y'all see it up there, Abraham Dar, and I'll take you right to the book so you can order those books today. I'm saying multiple books because you need to share these out. I bought 5. I'm making sure 4 more people get a copy of this book because I don't need but one. I keep for myself, you know. But seriously, guys, we're just having fun today with Abraham here for a little while, and we're looking at our time because I do respect his time. But one thing I want to shift into too, Abraham, if you don't mind, is the digital media, because you're also talking about and shared with us the digital media side of the world. Can you help us out a little bit about that? What's going on with digital media, and what can we get from you as well in that area?
Digital media is the extension of your charisma. Okay, so I'll tell you really quickly what charm and charisma is. It might sound like magic, but it really is this. Okay, the person who you think is special, making you feel special. Okay, once again, the person who you think is special, making you feel special. That's charisma. Okay. If you don't think someone is special and they're making you feel special, they're just kissing your ass. That's not charisma. But if you think that person is really somebody, and they're being nice to you, they're making you feel special, that's charismatic. That's charming. What a charmer. So it's not hard to make people feel special. We all know how to make others feel special, because as kids, we had to be a bit of a flatterer to get attention. We had to be a little bit of a suck up because, you know, we didn't have all these abilities that we now do as adults. So we're naturals at making others feel special. But to look special, to seem special, is the tough part of the equation. You have to seem like a somebody and then make someone feel special to actually charm them. Digital media plays an incredible role in making you that somebody. Okay? You don't need to be a movie star or a politician or a minister to remember. Like, here's the thing: if you remember somebody's name, it has a charming effect. But when a president does that, it's 10 times more powerful. Well, you didn't have the access to any celebrity making structure that could make you this somebody who, when you acknowledge someone, they start feeling special. Social media makes that possible. So if you use digital media to really have a presence, you automate charm. Like, you can just be yourself, make someone feel a little special, and they already think you are special and they get charmed just because you have a digital media presence.
Powerful. I love
There's something called the attention bias, I think. It is where whatever we pay attention to, we assume that is valuable. Okay, it's like the reverse of one thing. So we have always paid attention to what we already think is valuable. But it gets flipped as well. If something takes our attention, we associate value with attention, so we start thinking that thing is valuable. So with social media, you can grab attention and automatically have value in people's minds. You don't have to be in a specific position of power. You don't need to be a movie star. You can literally just have a social media. And you can have your presence there. You can have your authority there within a specific domain. And then all you get to do is just connect with people on a genuine level, and they will react as if a celebrity is gracing them with his or her presence. So when it comes to charisma and charm, your digital presence should be from a personality perspective, and it should be from a differentiation perspective. What sets you apart? Okay. So I often tell people to write down 5 traits,
Mm-hmm.
5 words with which others describe them. Okay. Could be funny, sexy, smart, but enough about Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It could be any ways, any 5 ways in which people talk about you. All right.
Yes, sir.
Write those down and then pick one which even strangers acknowledge you for. So this is the truest,
Mm,
most prominent trait of yours
mm.
that you effortlessly are without even thinking about it. For me, it's funny. Okay. Yeah, sure. People call me handsome, but those people are women over the age of 50. So that will be useful once I'm over the age of 50. Okay. But but you see, with humor, it's
Right.
universal. Like pretty much everyone says, okay, this guy's funny. And not even just my friends, but even
Right.
like my enemies.
Exactly. Exactly. I love it.
So I take that and I lean into it. So my social media, anything, my digital media, even my book, you'll see after every 3 lines, there's a joke. So I take that trait and I triple down on it on my social media,
Yes.
on my digital media, I mean. And that is how you have to be. So take out any 5 ways in which people describe you. So these are 5 things you can be. And
Mhm.
then pick from those 5 the one way in which everyone, even strangers, describe you. That is what you cannot help yourself
Wow.
but be.
Wow.
Okay. So those 5 things are what you can be.
Yeah.
That one thing is what you are no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So instead of
Wow.
hiding it,
Yeah.
take that one thing, triple down on it. Make your social media every single post,
Wow.
make your website, your digital media, everything you do.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of an injection of that one thing because
Yes.
that's what sets you apart. And
Oh,
that's what will blow up your social media.
yes. Yes.
Because of this blown up social media, you'll have this celebrity status with which, when you just genuinely interact with people, they will be charmed because people are charmed just interacting with people who they associate with a higher status.
Oh, that's powerful, Abraham. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all taking some notes today. He's giving you some top secret stuff here, Abraham. I don't know if you're giving him too much stuff right now. They need to get the book, get all the rest of it. That's for sure. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got Abraham Dar with us, ladies and gentlemen, author, writer, businessman, digital media specialist, ladies and gentlemen, and so much more as well. But we're highlighting his book today on the network. He's coming in from Islamabad, Pakistan. I'm so excited about that as well on Power Connections. He's our power player for the entire month of August, ladies and gentlemen. So we're so excited about that. So Abraham, I took some notes. I was trying to take some notes to keep up with you. But once you discover you, you be you. Basically what you're
Yes.
saying. Yeah, that's powerful.
Yes.
So, and we got to help some people find themselves maybe a little
So,
bit.
so here's the thing, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
If you do not actually find out that one thing about yourself,
Yeah.
you will start copying others because
Yeah.
humans need a jumping off point.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Even this conversation, it started with a jumping off point.
Yes, sir.
The jumping off point for that question was the book.
Yeah.
The jumping off point for the book was another book I read by Mark, I think Ranson is his name. It's the Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. And I thought it was humorously written. And I was like, I can also write in a similar tone
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it matches me. And I'll write about something I'm an expert in. I'd be like, charmed like a narcissist. Okay,
Yeah.
and here's the thing, there was a jumping off point for The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F.
Yeah.
Mark wrote that book
Yeah.
because he realized that what he had considered his dream was
Mhm.
really some like ego feeding BS. And if he actually didn't care about what people thought, he'd actually enjoy his life more.
Right. Right.
And then the fact that he took that dream has a jumping off point. So humans always need a jumping off point.
Absolutely.
And I think it goes back to Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Like every single thing humans have done has inspired other things, other things, other things. We all have always looked for a jumping off
Yes.
point.
Yes, sir. Powerful.
So if your jumping off point in social media is not going to be what is the most authentic thing about you, it's going to be about what do others want. It's
Right.
going to be like, hey, what is Grant Cardone doing? Hey,
Right.
what's Les Brown doing?
Yeah.
And that is when you set your mind to imitating them, the
Mhm.
best thing you can be is just an imitation of them.
Yeah.
Instead, I say once again, write down 5 words with which others describe you,
Right.
and then 1 word with which act from those 5, pick that one thing with which even strangers describe you, because friends can be nice, right?
Right.
People who want to sleep with you can be even nicer,
Yeah.
right? I can't believe the number of times I've told people, oh, you're a great storyteller, and inside I want to kill myself because of how boring this person is. But if you want to sleep with someone, you'll go the extra mile.
Right.
But that's not genuine feedback. So
Yeah.
for genuine feedback, you go to strangers.
Yes.
So out of the 5 things in which your friends and family describe you, there's one thing I guarantee that
Yeah.
even strangers acknowledge you for, and
Yeah.
that is what
Right.
you cannot help but be.
That's it.
Take that, put it into everything you do.
I love
And that's how you have your own personal brand.
Oh, I love it. That's why you got to get the book, ladies and gentlemen, from Ibrahim Dar. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to go to his website, go right there, or you can go to Amazon, guys. Just type in Ibrahim Dar, and it'll take you right there. That's why you have to get the book. I want to encourage everybody in our network to get a copy of the book, get the audio side of it as well. I guess you can get that, the Kindle side of it as well. Whatever you want to do, guys. We just want you to do that. And bless Brother Abraham, because he's done a great work so far in this area. I'm reading it. It's going to be great, no doubt about that. But he has done a great work with this wonderful book that he's released, Charm Like a Narcissist. Matter of fact, I had emailed him earlier, like I thought narcissist was being self-centered. But then I had to say, well, wait a minute, I am a narcissist, I guess. So when I started reading his book, that's not that bad. So I feel pretty good, Abraham, about that whole thing. But ladies and gentlemen, Abraham is our power connector. I want to give him the next 5 minutes or so to close us out. But anything you want to say, Abraham, about being on the network, or anything you would like to say to help our network out there grow, and also get in touch with you as well. Okay, I guess everything's on the website. They can get in touch with you through the website. But anything you'd like to say in closing?
Everyone you remember is a narcissist, because humans are generally just wired to remember themselves. And if you remember someone, whether it's Michael Jackson or Kanye West or Antonio T. Smith Jr., whoever you remember, had to put in so much effort to overcome thousands of years of human programming to remember just ourselves, right?
Yes.
Somebody had to overcome that and take up real estate in your head. So all your heroes are to some degree narcissistic.
Wow. Powerful.
So here's the thing: if your hero came up to you and acknowledged you, was nice to you, shook hands with you, you'd be charmed. Why? Because they're someone who you think is special, and they're making you feel special.
Absolutely.
Now you too can do that.
Yeah.
You can elevate your status in the eyes of the others by how you carry yourself, by the mindset you have, and then use the tactics in my book to actually connect with people in an interesting way, where they start seeing you as special, and just the fact that you're treating them right will start charming them, because they feel special just because of how you treat them.
Wow.
You don't need to be a celebrity to be seen as a celebrity. You don't need to be a superstar to be seen as a superstar.
Wow.
No matter how extroverted or introverted you are, you can take the secrets of cult leaders, the secrets of superstars, celebrities, presidents, and actually, like, whatever these massive personalities with a little bit of narcissism have been doing to captivate everyone's attention.
Wow.
You can take these, apply to your life more productively, and improve your social experience, because I guarantee you cannot write down 5 things you enjoy doing that do not involve other people directly or indirectly, because human life, human experience is social.
Absolutely.
Improving social life improves life, period. And you can, when it comes to social life, it's just much better to be a charming person than to be someone who lacks all charm. This book is just your opportunity to do that. You can read it for free on Kindle Unlimited, or you
Yep.
can order the paperback, use the workbook at the back, and actually build the habits and the mindset that will make you permanently, effortlessly charismatic.
Wow, great. Oh man, I can't end it any better, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Abraham Dar, author, writer, ladies and gentlemen. Charm like a narcissist. Want to encourage you to get that. Right now, we're recording live and on live network from Islamabad, Pakistan. I love that, man. It's so exciting. The first, ladies and gentlemen, on our network. I think we did the radio maybe over there, but nothing live like this, Abraham. This is the first. So I'm so excited about that. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage everybody to get the book. We want you to share this book with your children too. You know, you can actually share the book with your children. It's so amazing. They would learn a lot from the book, from that. And once mom
The best thing you can do for your child,
Yeah.
actually, is to make them socially competent.
Yeah.
Again, because social life is so, like, think back about the time like you were bullied, or think about the time when you weren't accepted. It's like a painful time, like you're 50 or 40 or 30, and it still comes with you.
Right.
So the best thing you can do for your kids, it's not about the private schools, it's not about how much money you spend on them, what clothes you buy them. Just make them socially competent enough that people want to be their friend.
Yeah.
That is the best thing you can do to make your kid happy.
That's it. That's it. I love it. That is perfect. That is perfect, Abraham. Thank you so much. He's dropping the top secret stuff, guys. It's all in the book. It'll help you get it out of the book as well. But Abraham, we got to do this again in the future. As much as you want, you're always welcome back. If you release new books, new films, new movies, new magazines, we want to hear about it on the network as well. So thank you so much, Abraham, for being with us today. Abraham Dar, he's our power connector, ladies and gentlemen, on Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. Man, Abraham, we got to go. We got to get this thing rolling here. And we got people
Before you go,
yes, sir.
Before you go, Kevin, I'd like you to tell me one thing you actually really liked from either this talk or from what you've read in the book so far. I'd like to know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, probably the one, matter of fact, I highlighted it, so I can cheat a little bit here. So I highlighted one area, and he talks about here, and part of the book says, so what exactly are the two positive traits versus confidence and then charisma? So that was like, yeah, it was pretty good. So I got those highlighted. I got my red pen ready to go through the rest of the book too as well. So can't wait to learn more. But I'm gonna be picking out some of those keywords that Abraham wants us to learn from his book, ladies and gentlemen, Charm Like a Narcissist. It's amazing.
And watch out, everyone, because a guy this charming and this charismatic gets his hands on a book like that. Oh man, he's gonna be on social steroids now.
Oh, I love it, man. We're gonna need your help too, Abraham, to manage all that. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Hey guys, we gotta go. Thank you so much for your time, everybody out there. Thank you so much for taking your time. I want you guys to share this out too, right? Share this out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, nextdoor.com, alignable.com. It's going to go out to everybody. So I want everybody that gets this to push it out on your network too as well. You will not be dissatisfied with what we've heard today from Abraham Dar. Abraham, thank you so much, man. Really, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much.
All the way from Islamabad, Pakistan, Mr. Abraham Dar. We got to go, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Abraham, have a great day, my friend. And we'll talk to you real soon. All right. Take care, folks.
All right. Bye-bye.